My name is Goh Yu Shaine, and I'm one of the dietitians from Sunway Medical Centre. I wouldn't say that eating junk food at that one moment of time, I don't think it should affect the whole dietary pattern, because I think it's always about the bigger picture. Perhaps if you do have these feelings, I would actually advise you to, I think ask yourself, are you going to let this one moment of time affect your goal for the year? Yeah, so perhaps to look at it a different way, to say that, okay, I've perhaps maybe overindulged a little bit today, but maybe tomorrow I'm going to restart again and I'm going to try again. So and also I think some people also tend to punish themselves, like if they feel that they eat junk food like the previous day, then they just want to starve themselves. So that's not advisable as well, because yeah, so everyone always says like no carbs. Yeah, so but carbohydrates, they're actually like the major source of energy for our bodies. They actually give us the fuel. It's like car needs petrol, right? We need carbohydrates. Yeah, it's the main source of energy. So carbohydrates in general, I would not say that it's bad. Actually, it's really beneficial for us, but it's more important to think about the types of carbohydrates that we're actually incorporating more into our diet. So the ones that we want to include more or replace refined carbohydrates with will be complex carbohydrates. So complex carbohydrates will be things that are high in fiber, so like brown rice, oats, barley, wholemeal bread, or even things like, for example, tubers or like jagung, corn, or even like fruits and vegetables, whole fruits and vegetables. These are complex carbohydrates. I won't say avoid, but then perhaps to limit a little bit. Yeah, so generally, like what I mentioned previously, right, for weight loss, what we want is a calorie deficit. So as much as we can, we want to make sure that the calories that we're taking in doesn't exceed the calories that we're actually using. So I would say maybe the foods that we want to limit a little bit would be things that are foods that are usually calorie dense. So calorie dense food tend to be high in sugar, high in fat. Yeah, so some of the examples, I guess, of foods that are high in sugar include things like desserts, all the sweet treats that we like, sweetened beverages such as like gassy drinks, even certain fruit juices like processed fruit juices also fall into this category, and even things like candies, etc. So this is perhaps maybe some of the things that we can maybe limit a little bit, maybe change to things that have lower or no sugar at all. So things like plain water, or for example, if you're going to the mama, you can even go for things like bali kosong, teh o kosong, kopi o kosong. So these are just some of the suggestions that I can think at the top of my head lah. We need to set goals that are realistic, that they are achievable, and it's also something that we can get support from. Yeah, so once you have that in line, I think it's good to, after like listening to like what I've had to share, or maybe things that you've discussed with your friends, maybe pinpoint like 3 things that you want to change. I wish everyone all the best. If you have this goal of like, or plan to, really make a difference in like your health in terms of your diet, I say go for it. Don't feel afraid to make these challenges, and also don't beat yourself up if you feel that you've slipped a little bit. So as long as you pick yourself up again, and tomorrow will always be a new day, so keep going at it. And yeah, so I wish everyone a happy 2024, and I hope it'll be an amazing year for everyone.